Hello and welcome to Stephanie Uncensored. The book I'll be reviewing is Crown of Lies by Pepper Winters. So I was given Crown of Lies as an ARC for an honest and voluntary review. I give this book 5 stars. Now those are 5 really sort of hard-earned stars because first off, I felt it was really slow and I was actually going to I wasn't going to give it a high star rating because it just felt like it drug on and it was super descriptive in everything that you did. You have Ellie, also known as Noelle. Well, her full name is Noelle. She is an American retail empress. Her family is in retail and they have an empire here in the United States. She is big. She has been groomed for it since the wee old age of like 12, even probably before that, way back in her family history. This is her legacy and everything that she has worked for. She was miles and miles ahead of her peers in school, so she actually ended up graduating when she was like 16, and then so you get parts of the story when she's 12, and then again on her 19th birthday when she has some tragic events that happen to her, and then you see a jump ahead to, I believe it's 3 years, so when she's 22. This is where the main build of the book is, when she's 22 and everything that happens after that. She keeps going back to the events of her tragic event and the people that she met during that time. There was a young man that she calls Nameless, that is very pivotal to her emotional state. You know, she tries to understand what happened to him, but she just doesn't know. And then you have her dad, who really frustrated me because of the fact of how he pushed her. He really wanted her to find happiness, find love, but at the same time wanted her to find a man to help her run a company that she has been driving herself to be the head of for God knows how long. I mean, she was the one that, the way that Pepper wrote Noelle, she was the one that had the drive to take over the family business. She didn't have to be pushed or prodded or anything like that. She wanted to do it. And then for her dad to want to push her into marriage so that she would have a man to run it alongside her was kind of frustrating. His pick initially was Greg, who is her dad's best friend's son, who is also in the company with them as well, but I knew there was something wrong with him right off the bat. Didn't really like him. He was supposed to be written, I guess, as the suitor, you know, sort of the boring in the box kind of guy. And yeah, I just saw him as a douchebag the entire time. And then you have Penn, who Noelle's father meets somehow or another. It's not really explained, or maybe it was so descriptive that I just skimmed over it. But they had a meeting, and then Penn pursued Ellie as well. And it was just sort of frustrating. Now, Penn, on the other hand, came off as this domineering, swoon-worthy kind of guy that you want to have in your life. Some of the things he did were, I guess you could say, honorable, but at the same time, he held a lot of secrets. He would answer questions with questions or kind of skirt around an issue, not really giving her straight answers. So it was like, come on, you know you want to be with her, but why are you not giving her what she needs? So it was a bit frustrating. And like I said, it was a very slow descriptive build. So slow. But if you hang in there and you get to it, that cliffhanger end is absolutely amazing. Amazing. I cannot wait for Thorn of Truth to come out later on this year to find out the conclusion of what happens with Ellie, Penn, and Greg. So that is my review. I ended up giving this book 5 stars because even though it was a slow build, it really did build to something, and it was intriguing. It kept me on my edge. I read it in like 2.5 days, and I want to know what happens next. So there are some dark moments in it, so if that's going to trigger you, please don't read this book. If you have read any of Pepper Winter's other material, then you understand this writer, you understand this author, and you will appreciate the style of her writing and the descriptiveness and the dark sort of taboo topics that she deals with in this book. So be forewarned that this is definitely a classic Pepper Winters book of intrigue, tabooness, and darkness. So thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later. Bye.